When my sister's fiancé asked what I do for work, she cut me off. Lie this time so you don't sound so pathetic. My parents laughed. I just smiled. At her wedding, I did something that made their whole act fall apart. Name's Derek, 31. I own a food truck and catering company in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Started with a beat-up truck I bought for $8,000. Now I run 3 trucks and book events across the Midwest. Last year I cleared $180,000. To my family, I'm still the dropout who flips burgers. My sister Natalie is 27. Golden child, pharmaceutical sales, drives a white Audi our parents helped finance. Acts like she invented ambition. My parents have treated me like a disappointment since I left college after freshman year. Every holiday is the same. They brag about Natalie. I sit there eating dry turkey. The dinner where everything changed was February. Natalie brought her fiancé Marcus to meet the family. Finance guy, fancy watch, perfect teeth, the type who says circle back unironically. Dinner was the usual performance. Natalie bragged about her quarterly bonus. Mom nodded like royalty had arrived. Dad kept refilling Marcus's glass like he was serving a king. Then Marcus turned to me, probably just being polite. So Derek, what do you do? Before I could answer, Natalie jumped in. He has a little food truck thing. Makes sandwiches. She waved her hand dismissively. I started to explain. Actually, I run a full catering company now. We just booked. Mom cut me off. Derek, Marcus doesn't need the whole resume. The table laughed. That practiced laugh that says we're all in on the joke. Then Natalie leaned back and said it. Lie this time so you don't sound so pathetic. More laughter. Dad grinned. Even Marcus smiled nervously. I set down my fork, looked at my sister, at my parents, at this whole table of people who should love me. Then I smiled. You're right. Wouldn't want to embarrass anyone. I left before dessert. Drove home replaying that word over and over. Pathetic. 3 weeks later, I got a call from a wedding coordinator at Greystone Country Club. We have an emergency. Wedding in 5 weeks. Original caterer canceled. Family emergency. 220 guests. Can you handle it? That's tight. Send me the menu requirements. What's the bride's name? Natalie Hollis. Do you know her? I froze, then smiled slowly. Yeah, she's my sister. Oh, perfect. Family helping family. She'll be so relieved. Send me the specs. I'll call tomorrow. The original contract was $38,000. I called back next morning and quoted $52,000. Rush timeline. Premium menu. Half up front. Natalie called me 2 hours later. Furious. $52,000? That's insane. The other guy charged way less. The other guy bailed. I'm your only option. Full price or serve pizza at your dream wedding. Silence. Can't you do a family discount? I almost laughed. You called me pathetic in front of your fiancé. Full price. She hung up. Dad called that evening. Derek, she's your sister. Help her out. I am helping. For $52,000. He hung up too. Next morning, the coordinator called. She agreed. Not happy, but agreed. Smart choice. Deposit by Friday. 2 days later, the money hit my account. $26,000. For 5 weeks, my team worked nonstop. Handmade appetizers, herb-crusted prime rib, dessert bar that would make Pinterest explode. Every single detail executed perfectly. Wedding day arrived, Saturday in late April. My team transformed the venue kitchen by noon. Ceremony at 4 p.m. I watched from the back wearing my chef's coat. Natalie looked beautiful. Marcus looked expensive. My parents beamed in the front row like they'd won something. Then came the reception. The food was flawless. Guests kept stopping servers asking who catered. By the main course, I'd collected 4 business cards from people wanting to book future events. During speeches, Mom stood up. We're so proud of Natalie and Marcus. This wedding represents everything our family values. Hard work, success, excellence. She raised her glass. To the happy couple. She didn't mention me once. I walked to the microphone. The room went dead silent. Natalie's face went pale. I'd like to add something. I paused. 3 months ago, at a family dinner, I was told to lie about my job so I wouldn't sound so pathetic. Complete silence. 220 guests staring. Tonight, the pathetic food truck guy catered your dream wedding. 220 guests, $52,000, paid in full. I looked directly at Natalie. You're welcome. I set down the mic and walked back to the kitchen. My team finished service. We packed up and left before the cake was cut. Next morning, I woke up to 14 new catering inquiries. One text from Natalie. That was humiliating. I replied, funny. That's exactly how I felt at dinner. She never responded. A week later, Dad called. Voice quieter than usual. The food was really good, Derek. First compliment he'd given me in years. I know, I said. That's kind of my job. Now when people ask what I do, I tell them the truth. I make pathetic sandwiches for $52,000.